Let's get going early today.
Today, we are braving Target. Erin has gone to the park. We've dropped her off. She's tired. And last night, we got down to our last one roll of toilet paper on our reserve.
There's one on the roll next to the toilet and then one reserve.
It's a little too close. So, we're going to try to brave Target and see if there's any toilet paper left.
We don't need much. We don't
need much.
We usually only buy a 6-pack anyway, a 6 or an 8-pack. So it's
right.
Not like we need much. We don't go through it that much.
We don't, but it's something that I need every time I sit on the toilet. He doesn't quite need it every time he sits on the toilet. Perks of being a man, I guess.
No, I need it every time I sit on the toilet. I don't need it every time I go to the bathroom.
There you go. Clarification. So we are headed to Target, and we'll see how this goes.
I don't think it's going to be too bad. I feel like...
I don't think it's going to be too bad. I don't think they're still going to be stocked.
They're definitely starting to ration how much toilet paper and Purell and Lysol and all the other stuff.
That they put on the shelves?
No, that you can buy. The problem is people panicked and they went and just bought up carts full of toilet paper and hand sanitizer and soap and wipes and all sorts of cleaning products.
And worst comes to worst, we don't really need toilet paper because we still have wipes.
Yeah.
So we're okay.
It's just kind of wasteful.
It is. And they're not flushable.
And
our wipes are not flushable.
Worst comes to worst, we can just go grab a towel.
We can. Which I'll probably end up... They're not going to be any at Target.
I'm sure they have something that you could use as a towel. For those of you who don't know, a tabo is...
Insert picture here.
Tabo. Filipino thing. Basically,
it's a pail.
It's
with a handle.
It's a manual bidet.
Manual bidet, quite literally, yes. So we are now braving Target. We'll see how it goes. Have we ever tried recording at Target before?
Cleaning products are all stocked.
Well, so we just cleaned the bathroom. So we need to clean out. Not clean out. We need to change out our shower curtain.
Yeah, we've had it for
a while. So new shower curtain.
We've had our sheets for a while and they've kind of gotten a little sweat stained because she's sweaty, I sleep hot. I sweat too, but yeah. And so it's just kind of a bad combination. So we need to get at least one new pair of sheets new set of sheets right now. And we have to get this stretchy jersey sheet because we have the purple bed, which is very, like, it's not a normal bed, so it has a lot of stretch to it. Multi-purpose for the car?
I plan on deep cleaning the car.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call. I should probably do the same for the truck. Doesn't seem like it's working.
So there used to be this bar in downtown Oakland called PB, no longer there, and they made me an old-fashioned with this whiskey. It's probably the best old-fashioned I've ever had. So this is one of my favorite whiskeys. It's actually a French single malt whiskey,
Which is unusual.
Which is unusual, and it's finished in cognac barrels. You find this really, really good. No toilet paper, but hey, whiskey's still available. Are we in this side?
Yeah. I don't understand why you're doing that, but okay.
Look how cheap.
Oh my God.
$2.89 and $3.09.
Prior to coronavirus, it was reaching close to $4.
Yeah.
But now that no one's driving, I imagine they're like, we need to sell all
Demand
this gas.
is low, yeah. Target report.
Shelves mostly stocked, as you saw. No toilet paper to speak of, which I don't understand. Maybe it's because all the people hoarded it at first, and now all the people who actually need it can't get it, and so it's...
Yeah, so we got some stuff. We are now going to Trader Joe's because we forgot to get bacon, and we need buttermilk because I'm making chocolate cake. We need to stop buying food because we don't have the fridge.
We're kind of running low on fridge space, so we gotta start cooking the food.
Yes.
We have plenty of food now. We'll probably have food at least for the next week or two.
We just need to start getting high and eating it all.
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Trader Joe's was actually fairly mellow. They're limiting the number of people who can go in the store.
Still no toilet paper, but success on buttermilk and bacon.
Yeah.
So we gotta, I think it's like strategize. You gotta go early if we need to get toilet paper.
The tough thing is that Trader Joe's just doesn't get a lot of stock of that kind of stuff anyway. And so I don't think Trader Joe's is the correct place to go for it.
Okay, then I don't care where we go for it. You're just gonna have to go when it opens.
Sure.
Anyway, okay, on the way home, I guess we're done. We have to stop buying.
Yep, another one bites the dust.
The good thing is we actually use them until they break.
Yeah. Which sometimes is quite a while.
Yeah. This.
Oh my God.
This is the real gold.
Yeah. We were gonna go to Costco just to get the bacon because they have the massive packs. But
also have heard good things about this.
Yeah.
Don't know. We'll try it on our avocado toast.
Yep. And then she got some flowers.
If you're gonna stay in the house, if I'm gonna be in the house for a while, have something pretty to look at. So I bought some flowers. And flowers make me happy because they're a pop of color in this house. Anything that makes you happy.
Really
also, these are the real essentials.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. The watermelons.
Also, we usually have a rule that we're not allowed to buy alcohol until we've finished.
Well, we finished like 2 bottles in the last week.
And we've refilled 2 bottles.
2 bottles.
So because our shelves are limited space, we have to finish bottles before we buy more.
Yeah.
It's a rule that we've set up for ourselves.
I mean, we do have 2 extra shelves up there that just have plants on them.
That's true.
So.
More alcohol?
Yeah.
Maybe we should just make coffee milkshakes with the Jameson cold brew.
And we also have the peanut butter whiskey.
That'd
With
be
peanut
cool.
butter ice cream.
I'm saying, man, we should just get fucked up. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah. We have a serious problem because we don't have any room in our freezer.
Nope.
And we bought a whole bunch of frozen stuff, so we're gonna have to rearrange. We tend to do this. We'll buy things, or we'll like buy things with the intention of making something, but not buy all the things that we need for that something.
It's bad planning.
It's very bad planning. Like we go into the store without any list whatsoever, and then we just kind of like browse through the store. It's probably the worst way to go grocery shopping, to be completely honest.
It's the most inefficient way to go grocery shopping.
I remember my mom, when I was a kid, she would not only have the list, but she would order the list by aisle, and then she would give like half of the list to me and my brother, and she would take the other half of the list, and then we'd meet in the middle or somewhere at the end, and then we'd go check out.
She was a smart woman.
Yeah. Very smart. And she also had like a stack of coupons for everything that we were gonna buy, which is not really a thing that people do anymore.
I don't think we have enough cheese.
Yeah, we're planning to make some mac and cheese. One of the things I saw with things to do during the lockdown is to perfect a recipe. Even though I feel like I've perfected the mac and cheese, there's still room to kind of play with it. Like I've perfected the basics of it, and I can just like play with different cheeses and stuff. This girl loves the scritches. Loves the chin rubs and the ear rubs. So some of the stuff that we bought while we were at Trader Joe's were these berries. And in these times when you can't go out very much to get more supplies, it's best to make your food last longer. So this trick I learned a while ago, to wash your berries. Obviously you should rinse your berries, wash them if you have like a fruit soap or something like that. But also, I learned this trick to make them last longer. So essentially, the reason why berries mold so quickly is because they have all sorts of bacteria and other stuff that's been sitting on them since they were harvested, like through transport from the field to the store and all the processing that goes into that. Processing is in like through distribution centers and whatever. What you do is you want to kill that bacteria. You want to kill whatever's on the fruit. And so the trick is you take just some regular old white vinegar. I do about 1 part white vinegar to about 5 to 7 parts water. Put it in a bowl. Use like a little strainer like this or a colander or something. I prefer the strainer because a colander tends to bruise the fruit a little bit easier because it generally has larger holes. And also the mesh of a strainer is a little bit softer. It flexes more, so when you're like wringing out the water, it doesn't like smush it as much. But anyway, put that in a bowl. One part vinegar to 5 to 7 parts water. You want to be able to smell that the vinegar is there, but you don't want it to be like blast you in the face with vinegar. Then you put the berries in there. You swirl it around for 20 to 30 seconds. When there's more in here, it'll create like this natural vortex kind of thing. So like the berries will kind of turn over themselves as you do that. So then you wring it out, put it on a little piece of paper towel or a normal cloth towel or something like that to dry. And then once they're completely dry, you put them back into the containers that they came in, but with a fresh paper towel, so that it will, any water or any juices or anything will collect on here. The trick to then keep them fresh or longer is you need to replace this every 1 to 2 days if they last that long. But with this number of berries, they'll last at least a few days, if not 4 to 5 days if you keep this up. It makes it so you don't have to go to the store quite as often. You can buy more, and you can keep them longer without freezing them, because freezing them does some cell damage a lot of times, and they're just not the same afterwards. Little tip: save your fruit by washing it or rinsing it in some vinegar water solution. And yeah, and you'll have fruit fresh for much longer. Won't mold as quickly, at least. Still mold because it's fruit and it's sugar, and mold loves that stuff. Another lockdown thing is go buy single beers. Go try a whole bunch of beers that you normally wouldn't try because you actually have to wake up and go into work. These days, no one would know if you're drunk at home on a Monday morning or incredibly hungover, except maybe if you have to do a video call. Maybe plan around that, but I'm a huge fan of these kind of stouts. I'm a stout person. You can go shove your IPA up your ass. IPAs are dumb.
They're not. They're dumb.
They're overplayed. They are
overplayed. There you go.
Maybe,
they're everywhere.
Yeah, maybe that was a little harsh. Like, I grew up in San Diego, which is one of the craft beer meccas of the U.S. at least. I was turning 21 when craft beer was really starting to get popular, and I saw the rise of the IPA. Like, it started with the pale ales and the other kind of like ambers and those kind of beers, and then people started adding more hops. So they got an IPA. And then they started adding even more hops and got a double IPA. And then even more, you got a triple IPA. And just, it gets to be too much. It seems like these days in any store that has a large selection of craft beer, there's like your stouts, your pale ales and other types of ales that aren't IPAs. You have your sours, you have your like other kind of funky beers like Scotch ales and farmhouse ales and saisons and those kind of things. That takes up about half the aisle, and then the other half is IPAs. And it's like, enough. Give us some more variety. I don't want just like, oh, we added 5 times the hops. Give me some actual flavor. I don't care if we use 3 different kinds of hops. I don't care. Give me some flavor. And that's why I go for this kind of stuff. It's a very heavy, chocolatey coffee. A lot of them have coffee added to them. Give us some flavors. And no sours. Just stop making sours.
They should never have been made in the first place. Sours are disgusting. There's only 2 places that sours should live: candy and my Senegal. And that's it.
Anyway, all that to say, go get some beer, try some new beer, and we're gonna fold our laundry and watch some Altered Carbon because we're behind our friends. The rest of the group watched the first episode of Altered Carbon last night, and we were doing other things, so we're gonna catch up, and we're gonna watch the second episode of Westworld tonight with them. That'll be fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Time to fold some laundry. Super captivating YouTube content right here. Let's go. What our world has come to now, because literally everything is canceled. That obviously means that Formula One is canceled as well, and so what they're doing now is they're doing kind of an esports version of the Formula One weekends on the weekends that they would normally happen. So this weekend, today, would have been the Bahrain Grand Prix in F1, but since everything's shut down, they're doing the F1 2019 video game version of that. Yeah. And obviously I'm watching because it's the closest thing that I'm going to get to real F1 at this point. And so they have a bunch of real F1 drivers as well as sim racers and just random people. They have, what is it, Liam Payne, formerly of One Direction? Yeah.
Sure.
Are they still together? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't follow his life. I don't care. But that was kind of a notable wild card, I guess. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I think it's time. We don't really have anything else going on today.
We're supposed to get high and watch Frozen because somebody's never watched Frozen.
Yeah, I've never seen Frozen before.
Maybe we should do that now.
I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never seen the whole thing. Well, at least if we're gonna do that, I want to like get my footage transferring and.
Okay, bye. Until tomorrow.
Yes, I've never seen Frozen, and I floated the idea now that we're locked down. Like, maybe I'll actually watch it because I don't know, why not? Shit. And then she's like, "You want to get high and watch Frozen?" I was like, "Okay." All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Until next time.
It's us against the world.
Bye-bye.
Vlog edition.
God, I'm going to cut that out.